channel. My name is Gina. Happy 4th of July. I know it's a little late for you guys since I post a week later, but today is 4th of July, as you can see from my shirt. I love USA. This week I'm gonna make a American classic, a pot roast. I went to the grocery store and got a 5-pound beef chuck, which is humongous. I'm gonna cook it up today in our slow cooker. First I'm gonna sear it on all sides, and then I'm going to place it into our slow cooker on high for 5 to 6 hours. So I definitely recommend, if you're gonna make this, maybe do it on a weekend, and then you'll have meals for the whole week. So this is a great meal prep using your slow cooker. So if you like slow cooker recipes, give this video a big thumbs up. And if you would like more dinner inspiration, please subscribe to my channel below. Let's make dinner. The first thing we're gonna start off with is our ingredient prep. So I've got an onion here. I wanna cut the bottom flat, cut it right in half. And just remove this outer layer. And I'm gonna cut the opposite direction to chop this up. That's 1/2. And then same thing with our other half. 1 onion chopped up, we're just gonna set this aside. 2 cloves of garlic. Get the outer part of your garlic off. And then just mince this up. 2 cloves of garlic minced up, we're gonna set that aside as well. 3 carrots that we want to peel. Another great option would be to use baby carrots because they're not too small and they would already be peeled, so you wouldn't have to do this step. Once your carrots are peeled, cut off both ends. We're gonna set these aside. I just washed 2 stalks of celery. You just wanna do the same thing. Cut your celery up into chunks. I'm gonna set these aside with the carrots because they're going in at the same time. Have some salt and pepper to season, as well as we're gonna pat in some just all-purpose flour. Generously put some salt on top. We're gonna put some pepper. Again, you want it generously because this is a big piece. Sprinkle on some flour. Spanking it into the meat. Get that flavor in there. And I'm doing all sides of this. Flip this onto here. Plus then, if there's any excess when you flip it, hopefully that'll come off. And then again, this is making a complete mess in case y'all were wondering. Now let's get that sear on. In a large skillet, add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I'm using canola. Heat this up to medium high. So I'll put it around 5 there. Sear this for 5 to 6 minutes on each side. This looks like it's good. Set your meat aside. Turn your heat down to medium. Add a tablespoon of butter. Now that our butter is melted, add in our onions. Cook this up for 5 minutes until your onions become translucent. Now, add in your garlic. Cook this up for about another minute. It's been about a minute, so I'm gonna add in a tablespoon and a half of flour. So this might be the baker in me, but here is how to measure out flour. Scoop up some flour, and then you're gonna use a butter knife. Use the opposite end and just go straight across to make sure it's nice and level. And this is how you measure out your flour. Incorporate this. Cook that in for another minute. Tablespoon of tomato paste. Cook this up for another minute or so. Slowly add in 2 cups of chicken stock. And again, I said chicken stock, not beef stock, which you're probably thinking, why, if you're making a beef dish, would you do that? But from the creator of this recipe, they said that the chicken stock really adds good flavor and it's better to use. So that's what we're trying. And then we just got a little bit more, just a half cup more. Bring this up to a simmer. Now it's returned to a simmer. I'm gonna turn the heat off. Remove this from the heat. To your slow cooker, add the carrots and celery, the roast, these juices that came off, you wanna pour that right in there. It says to add some rosemary and thyme, so I'm just gonna sprinkle some just over everything since I don't have fresh sprigs and I didn't wanna not have the flavor in there. Last but not least, onion mixture that we're just going to pour over the top of this. Power on our crock pot. We're gonna set it to high. And then we are going to set it for 6 hours. It says 5 to 6, so I'm gonna set it for 6 and just check it around 5. And then start. And we are cooking. About 4 hours and we can see that it's cooking away, but the meat has actually gotten so large that there's a space now in between the cover and the crock pot. So we're gonna take the lid off. Also, we can get a good look at this. Oh, this looks beautiful. Not fully cooked, but we're getting there. This is what we got after a little over 5 hours. Check our temperature here. See where we're at. I'm turning this off since it was 180 degrees. It's plenty warm. Dish was so tasty and flavorful, and all the juices would go super well with mashed potatoes. I had a craving for sweet potato fries, so that's what we made, but I really think that if you made mashed potatoes, the juices would soak into the mashed potatoes and it would be delicious. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you would like to see more weekly dinner inspiration, please subscribe to my channel below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye!